To Bob Burns with Associated Press.
Thank you. Colonel Dorrian, I think you mentioned the Marines going into Syria with artillery. Are they all in now? And can you say approximately how many? And secondly, with regard to the reassurance mission that U.S. troops are doing in and around Manbij, is that an indefinite mission? And have they yet encountered any kind of confrontation with other forces?
Well, Bob, we'll start early with this. With regard to the number of forces that are going into Syria and their exact locations, what they're doing, their comings and goings, the exact capabilities we're bringing in, the coalition is really not going to get into the business of giving play-by-play updates on those capabilities. We provided the information about the Marines last week in the interest of transparency because it was very significant movement overall. We did provide good information about our Ranger force up around Manbij that's there for the assurance of our partners. But we're really not going to be in the business of briefing daily on the comings and goings of our troops. This is a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous environment. That's a U.S. Army War College term. And it's just, there are a number of actors operating in Syria, especially in northern Syria. And we have effects that we wanted to achieve with the deployment of those Army capabilities in the north and the Marines. But we do recognize that there are other actors who are pursuing their own agendas and their own operations and their own objectives. And sometimes those objectives are going to differ with ours, and some of those present danger to our forces because it's not just our partners in ISIS in this area. There are a number of other actors, and we're just not going to be able to brief their movements with a lot of fidelity. So I just want to go ahead and manage expectations in that regard. We do want people to have a deep understanding of what's happening overall with the campaign, what our objectives are, the effects that we're achieving on the battlefield, and our overall aims. But we're just not going to be able to get into the level of depth that you've asked for. As far as the Manbij presence, it has been an enduring presence there since the city was liberated. For a short time, our forces have been more visible. You've seen this on social media, the flags flying and that sort of thing. I don't have an estimate as to when they'll kind of go back to a more normal presence, but at some point they will.
Direct follow-up to that one?
Yeah, I did. Just you didn't address the other question about the Rangers as to whether they've had any kind of encounters or engagements with other forces in the battlefield.
Sorry for not readdressing that. I thought I covered that in the topper. They have not encountered any enemy activity or any type of engagements during their patrols.
Let's go to Tom.